Most of the Darkstalker series takes place in the demon realm known as the Makai, often intertwining with the living plane. Vampire Savior doesn't take place in the Makai at all. The cast of the Darkstalkers were transported to Lord Jedda's world, the Magician. Here, the cast confronts their dark sides, desires, and fears. Each stage represents all of this. Fetus of God, probably my all-time favorite stage of any fighting game because it's so absurd and leans super hard into cosmic horror. This baby is the powerful being that Jedda is trying to use to gain control of all the realms. I love how the baby freaks out at the end of the matches. Concrete Cave evokes wandering and uncertainty, dark alleys, and a suspicious subway station. On the move, but where to? The developers had a finite amount of storage space to work with, so plenty of characters share stages. They spent a great deal of thought into who shares the stages. Galen, Lilith, and Boletta share Concrete Cave. Galen is always on the move. His nightmare is that he'll never be able to settle down. Lilith is lost, and Boletta is going further down her dark alley, giving into the slasher horror character trope she's based on. Speaking of Lilith, in Morrigan's stage, Deserted Chateau, you can see the Ainsland family's castle in the distance. Morrigan is always stuck in a complicated dynamic with her family. She's supposed to be the ruler of the Makai, but she'd rather party hard in the living realm, although she always steps up to her duties when necessary. The foreground has pleasant lighting and pretty rocks, serving as an escape, but you're reminded of her struggles with her duties because you see her formal dress on display and the castle looms in the distance. Meanwhile, pride and arrogance is on display in the Feast of the Damned. It's like a Twilight Zone episode. Dimitri's masquerade ball will never end. Felicia's stage, literally called Tower of Arrogance, is a nod to Vertigo, but plays on the dark sides of show business, which Felicia is famous for. On the note of vanity, Vanity Paradise is occupied by Lele and Sasquatch. It's not apparent at first, but Lele is a little vain. She's pretty sassy too. She wants to be free of troubles, live in paradise, but maybe for the wrong reasons. Sasquatch wants to be blissfully unaware of the outside world, remaining snowed away with his village. His familiar Snow is absent on the stage he also shares with Allbath. Green Scream, scary for Sasquatch, but it's a cautionary too good to be true dream for Allbath. A lush jungle for his people, or is there something sinister in the bushes? War Agony, to me, is the most interesting. The war-torn city might be a glimpse into Boletta's background. She shares the stage with Victor. Is he escaping this type of environment, or does he feel it easier to live here? Red Thirst is such a cool name. You no longer see the elaborate insides of the palaces Anacris is known for. Instead, he's out in the middle of nowhere. The great power has been forgotten. He thirsts for more power, but there's nothing but sand. Zabel's stage, Forever Torment, is one of the darker stages. Maybe when Zabel actually sits still for a moment, he thinks about the horrible thing that got him into this predicament. I'm not gonna say it here. Look it up. Victor shares this stage too, and yeah, it's fitting. His backstory is so depressing. He is forever tormented. Let me try and end it on a lighter note. Abaraya is strangely happy, I guess. This could be interpreted as a dreamlike version of Bishaman's home. It seems like he's not exactly at peace with the cursed armor, but he's carrying on. Enough to have a place he calls home at least. Even his longtime pet dog is with him. One of the coolest stages ever, Iron Horse Iron Terror, is a special story mode only stage. It's a train to hell, but I like to believe you can use it to go back and forth. QB kinda just shows up in odd places. It's like a jump scare. Whoa, what are you doing here? She works for Jedda, so it fits that she can just be anywhere she wants. The Lord himself, Jedda, can show up on every stage. It's his world after all.
Yes.